What's going on, people? Yo, I had to get on here, right? Because like yo, when God G check you, right? When he will G check you, right? Because he want to make sure that you're not spending more attention on this stuff than you do on him, right? Like, and he will get that message to you loud and clear. Trust and believe that. Like, that's called a G check, right? And like, it's so much stuff that. But I want to use me as an example, right? A lot of people who, you know, been like watching or know what's going on with me and stuff like that. Matter of fact, listen, I want to talk to the people in the struggle and the people who still believe in themselves, right? When you start something, you don't deserve success. You can't feel that way. Like, oh, I've been through so much stuff that I deserve success. You know, everybody goes through certain things. Everybody goes through certain. So just because you doing something new doesn't mean you deserve something because you've been through so much. God's letting you know, like, listen, you know, I'm doing this for you. Don't forget that. Don't spend too much stuff. Don't waste your. I mean, it's not wasting time, but don't spend too much time on things. It's good to to do things, but you better have some time for me too and act like you know. You know what I'm saying? So that's a G check. You know, and when he does that, man, it's like oh shit, I better tighten up, cause this is new. So we have to remember that you can go out there and preach the word and do the word. I mean, and have all the accolades and stuff like that, but you don't do the work. You don't do the work on the inside. So that when you don't do the work on the inside, and it's not really going to have an effect on the outside. You know what I'm saying? Because you gotta remember that you always attract what you are. You know what I'm saying? So if you live your life a certain way, the people who live their life that same way will be more will attract to you. And a lot of times too is there's a misconception. There's many reasons why sometimes people don't have a relationship with, say, like their kids and stuff like that. There's many factors that go into that, right? We can't allow ourselves to feel as though we have to encourage ourselves when we face trials and tribulations that have to do with our kids and stuff like that. Because the important thing is not what you leave to them, is what you left in them. You understand what I'm saying? You want to leave your kids stuff like that, and that's cool, but it's what you left in them that's the most important. Because doing stuff like this doesn't only help my kids, it help other kids too. And that's the stuff that we have to remember. God has enough power to give you whatever, right? And then he says in the book of Joel 2:11-14, he says, God said, I will use your enemies to teach you a lesson until I finally get your attention. You know what I'm saying? And see, like, stuff like that is like being content. God, look, let me tell you something, right, that I learned, right? Now God said he could do all things, right? He could do all things. God said, and then when we think about that, we always say, well, God could do all things, so it's always good. No, but God could be poor. God could have troubles. He could present that to you. He could do all things, good or bad. And those are lessons that when you confront in your life, you have to remember, so that way you learn those lessons. It's crazy, and he showed me through scriptures and stuff. So I want to share this because it's deep, it's deep. So he says, this is Philippians 4:8. It says, finally, brethren, whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are honest, whatsoever are just, whatsoever are pure, whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things are of good rapport, if there be any virtue and there be any praise, think on these things, right? What does that mean? That means if you got to get it in your head if you don't have it in your life. You understand what I'm saying? So if you don't have it in your life, whatever you're looking for, you got to get it in your head. You gotta connect with God because it comes from within you. You know what I'm saying? And y'all gonna learn that, right? Look, Paul said in Philippians 4:9, he says, those things which ye have learned and received and heard and seen in me, do. And the God of peace shall be with you, right? And he goes on and say, I know both how to be abused and I know how to be around everywhere and in all things. I am instructed. Let me say that again. I am instructed. I am instructed both to be full and to be hungry, both to be abound and to suffer need. That's deep. Because listen, when you think about God, right, he puts lessons in your life. He puts situations in your life for you to learn. You're here to learn something. You're here to do something. You know what I'm saying? So God can come in any form. Any form. He can come in any form. They don't have to, rich people need. People in the hood need. Everybody needs something. It depends on what you need in your life. You know what I'm saying? How you going to prioritize certain things. You see, me, I've been spending my last few days trying to do this business and stuff like that, and I've been trying to focus and do. And he'll be like, "Yo, listen, you tripping. You spending a lot of time. You're not, when you walk with God, you better give. When He say go, you go, and you better appreciate that He's with you and giving you this time." And oh my God, Lord, I thank you. I'm gonna say it right here, Lord, I thank you for giving me this time to sit with me and teaching with me, because I know a lot of people don't believe that, but but as long as I believe it, that's all that matters. And I'm just trying to encourage you to connect with you connect with yourself and connect with God, because this is the time when you're gonna need Him. This is the time when you're gonna need Him. And He's doing things in your life that, that you have to take advantage of Him, man. Look, I just was, I had to get on there and tell you that he G-checked me. So salute.